That's okay. I'm trading nickels with the Crypto Cave. This is Weston Nelson with Crypto Cave. We had a technical snafu with Hawk Spirit Weaver, our equal partner. And
Greetings.
let's talk about our company vision so people aren't left wondering what we're doing flapping our gums here.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, today we've actually had the server live and ready for actually a couple of days, but we're officially what do you call it? Ribbon cutting. We're ribbon cutting this ceremonious opening of what we're launching today in terms of the Crypto Cave. So now we are ready for people to start joining as community members, and because we've got the infrastructure built up for our server, we're going to be adding and adding and adding, but it's at a good place. So we just wanted to come on and share a little bit about it, about the vision, about kind of some changes we're going to make that are unique, and then if anybody has any questions. What's great about this live stream tech is, that it's super interactive and we are live, and we should be able to answer anything right here. You want to add anything to that, David?
Just that it's not just that I'm super pumped; it's that the people around me can see it. That we're so excited about this. We got together. We've been friends for a while. But we got together such a short time ago and put something together incredible that I use every day immediately. And you just blew me away. Do you want me to talk a little bit about the origin? Are we going to hide that and share that later?
No, okay, I think that's kind of cool because you're right. Like the business that we have here. Do you want me to? Are you trying to share your screen? Let's see.
No.
Are you trying to share your screen?
Negative. I think I got kicked off the melon.
Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah, I wasn't sure what you were going for, but if you need to, just let me know, and then I can control here. But yeah, I think it is because this would usually take probably a couple months to build and put together. But yeah. Go ahead.
Yes, please. Okay, so I'll say how it worked out. So. You created a tool for yourself, and you thought of your couple of your buddies, and you shared it with us. And before I could say it, Hawk was already saying what I was thinking, that this was valuable, that people would want this, that people would pay for this. And that was several iterations ago. We built a couple more Discords and refined and thought about what do people really want to see, and give people what they want and create a space where they can be an incredible community. And there you go.
Yeah. Basically, in a nutshell. So to get really technical, what I was building was I wanted to use Discord as a receiver of webhooks for alerts that are emitted. So events that are emitted on the blockchain network in real time, and then sent to Discord as a webhook, and then I get notified as a trader so that I can program it into some logic for a bot that I have, or just use it for some trading. So if you're a nerd, that probably made you smile. If you just want to trade crypto using TA, you may have no idea what I just said. That's fine too. But that's what I was doing and building, and then I was like, hey, I should show my buddies what I'm up to, and they were like, wait, how is that? How did that thing just show up in here? And I'm like, well, that's the webhook, and it's and it just kind of led to the one thing to another, and we're like, well, can we customize this to do this? And I'm like, well, yeah. So why don't I share the actual? I've got the Ethereum chart up just because I've been watching it like glued
like
to
a hawk.
Yeah, seriously. But Why don't we share here now? I was going to say, can you see my screen still?
Yes. Now we're looking at Discord.
Okay. Yeah. So basically, yeah, I just wanted to give a little overview of the. I'm a little biased, but I think we put together the most aesthetic and useful Discord for crypto trading community in the world, because I've been in them all, and I know all their strengths and weaknesses. So as an overview, yeah. So what we've got, the Crypto Cave, to start with, our name. There's a little bit of meaning built into it. I won't go into it too long, but Plato, famous guy, lived a few thousand years ago, wrote The Republic, and the allegory of the cave is in there. I think it's a very meaningful and it was just actually it's a what would you call it, like a top 10 philosophical narrative, but about being able to see the light. And crypto is enabling technology for people financially, privacy wise. It's just everything. It's cryptography, the blockchain, immutable ledgers. I could go on and on and on. I love it. David loves it. Hawk loves it.
Yes. And to be clear, everywhere I've been, I'm trading nickels, except for on my other YouTube channel. So I am David. So you don't get confused if he's referring to a David. That's a me.
Yes. Trading nickels and David are one, are interchangeable. So that's where the name came, and it just kind of rolls off the tongue. Crypto Cave, it sounds cool. And it's like, your place to go, your cave. You can go out and trade, and if you got beat up during the day, you can come back and learn, or if you had a great day, you can come back and hopefully share about it. So we've got 3 tiers of membership access, because basically what we want, and the reason Discord's so great is because you can get very granular in your ability to send notifications, receive notifications, as well as like membership options and channels and categories. It doesn't become the Telegram that many people are aware of, like just, what would you call that? Like spam attacks groups of,
We're not a pump and dump. We're serious traders. We're serious investors. We're not going to try to manipulate the market. We don't
This is a
even feel good about that. We've watched people do that. We've watched people lose money. That's not who we are.
Yeah. A well-moderated, polished, forum that our community members who are paying for would expect from a paid service. I think that's what I was trying to get at. Like, yeah, more or less, if you're you expect the best from something like that. And I think, we could try to do that in Telegram, but it's not as useful for that. And Discord is great for this. So right now we've got 3 tiers. We've got the basic membership, which gives you access to just the alerts, that those webhooks that I was telling you that I've got built in, that we're going to add a lot more. We can customize them anyway, but like as an example, right now we've got news. Ethereum hits 3K. That's cool. But so these are just coming in, like literally just being shot into the server, whenever the news happens. YouTube star, but great stuff. This one of these bots actually I found is my favorite. It just updates on the hour, top gainers, top losers. It's actually been super helpful in what I've been doing, because I don't know if you've been using that one at all, trading nickels, but
well,
you like the whale, don't you?
I really do. And so, it's not like I have ADD or ADHD and I have a lack of ability to pay attention, but, we're trying to build a business. We try to be involved with the community. And sometimes you get talking to someone while you're in a trade. And these well alerts that keep coming in, to some extent, it doesn't matter what they say, even though you can learn a lot from them if you truly pay attention. It's just that if they start popping off like crazy, that's a lot of volatility, and that's a good time to not know the direction of the market. That's a good time to lose money. And what a lot of times I see, like if you want to switch to a Bitcoin chart real quick, or I can share my screen instead, just an example of how I see these well alerts.
Yeah, if you've got it up, because you just made a great point. Like right now, these just came in like rapid fire, a bunch of shorts, right?
And that did pull us off a little bit of a high. But if you pull, why don't you just pull up an Ethereum chart maybe on 15 minutes, because I lost where to share it.
Okay.
You have a second to switch your ETH chart to Bitcoin.
Okay, let's go to.
Okay. And 15 minutes.
You want to be on? Do you care Coinbase or Binance?
Doesn't matter. Just 15 minutes.
Okay, 15 minutes, and let's pop it out. Okay. Make it a little bit.
All right. So if we see those last 4 to 6 candles, we had a dip and a pop back up, right? Now, I didn't see it on the well alerts this time, but when we pushed down hard like that and immediately reversed, well alerts were rapid fire coming at me. And I didn't really look at them this time because, we're getting ready for this live stream. But what I see happening a lot is what wells will do is they'll force the market down, they'll force the market up, and then not too much longer later, you'll see like a Coinbase or Bitfinex or some other big exchange, and they've just offloaded that into their wallets. They wanted a discount, and they arranged it to make it happen.
Yeah, and they can do that with the financial influence that they have. Well, yeah, we see it happen every day. So I think we've just actually now been able to clearly identify it and actually like not even wonder like, oh, is this what's happening? It's like, oh yeah, here's what's happening, and now we can actually kind of prepare for it and be proactive about it in a trading strategy. So ironically, I wasn't actually as into the whale alerts thing, but I've also found that pretty useful because it's like, oh, you see a 15 longs just came out or 15 shorts. It's like, okay, probably time to take a look at the position. As did we just break 43? Yeah, 43.6 in Bitcoin. Wow.
Yeah, that's quite a contentious zone right there. Now, so well alerts for me, I learned a lot more about price action, seeing how much money went into certain moves. But truly, I feel like I could just see that in the candle. But with the well alert, it helps me stay paying attention. But I still learned a lot about wells that I never knew before without studying that. So it's been an interest, even if it's not specifically telling you how to trade. Does that make sense?
Yeah, well, that's the thing is, and with our whole community, we're not giving financial advice in here. It's ultimately do your own research with everything, and you got to make your own decisions. We're just we're an educational platform and a community for sharing ideas, and we find that by doing so, you become a much better trader, just naturally. But like you said, that like, okay, this isn't going to tell you anything. But when you see these enough times and you see the reactions in the market, you just kind of start to intuitively put in your head like, okay, well, yeah, I should probably pay attention to that. In the last 3 minutes, I think when I was sharing the screen, we just got these couple $1 million longs put in. Which interestingly,
the $1 million and $2 million longs are pretty normal. I remember one well a few weeks ago. He always came in with $500,000 or $600,000, and they always traded in the wrong direction at the time, and he went away. I think that whale got destroyed because he was always trading. I was like, why would you trade that? That's such a bad idea. These other people throwing $1 million or $2 million around, he's throwing 600,000. I was like, you know what? He's a contra-indicator. When that guy puts in his trade, I know it's the wrong time to do it because he always gets blown out of the water. I'm not going with that guy.
Yeah, well, if you haven't seen him in a while, I think he may not be a whale.
He either lost his wellship or, and remember, you also have to consider these big orders could be reducing large positions. Like they could be using a short to close some of their long. And that's something I figured out thanks to Method, that when I was seeing shorts at the top, they weren't really trying to short. They were, I'd see them be lighter. Like they were more long, but they took some off the table to see if someone else would buy it. There's always less people willing to do the breakouts because personally, I don't like buying into a breakout, but if I'm already in it, I'll keep flowing with it.
It could be somebody covering a short too. On the flip side of that,
yes, absolutely.
Which I think people don't understand and don't take into consideration. A lot of times, it's like, oh, we're what's the song I just posted? Where was that? In Campfire or something? Everybody's feeling great about the Bitcoin. And it's like, well, let's hold on for a minute, because let's make sure this is
careful. Don't play more than a few seconds. You're gonna well, we don't have monetization yet, but they might make you mute us while that plays.
Oh yeah, no, but you know what I mean. Like it's like, oh yeah, we're feeling good. Bitcoin's breaking out, and it's like, these are people actually just covering their shorts. So and these little nuances about trading, like I said, it would take years to put this together on your own, but by being in a vibrant and supportive community where you can ask questions and then just study from all the material we're putting together, you can expedite. That's the word I was looking. You can expedite your learning curve.
So is there, now I know Well Trades wasn't your favorite. It doesn't have to be your favorite. Just say something that might be of use to somebody. What's another one you like?
Well, so I guess the long story short was that I've actually come to appreciate this a lot more than I think, because of what your and Hawk's input on it has been. It's useful. I like the stablecoin prints. Now these don't come in as often, but it's very useful. I mean, like when you see $4,800 million flowing into the system, the crypto system, it's like, okay, well,
that's a big move. The 1 to 2 million, you'll see that all the time. You see a 4 to 8 million, watch out. If you're used to trading against the $1 million moves and you haven't seen the 4 to 8, maybe wait, because sometimes they'll just fake you out hard and shoot it up in the other direction.
This was 2 nights ago, right? Just printed 123 million USDC. And so to me, if I'm paying attention to that, it's like, okay, well, that could just be sitting on the sidelines. But when I see that, I'm ready for something is about to get bought up in a big way, whether it's Bitcoin, ETH, or a big alt or something. But I mean,
I remember one particular big move. Oh no, why? Well, hiccuped. There I am. I'm sorry, I lost you for a second there.
Yeah, no, I lost. I got I got delayed too, so I don't know if it was me, you, or what. But anyways, to see, where was I was saying, oh, you were talking about the one big stablecoin print, and then I kind of went into, well, yeah, it's actually, it's so useful. Yeah, it's funny. Fish said you pumped it up too hard. Yeah, yeah, we just busted our bandwidth on our first live stream. But what I'm looking at is, the market cap, and mind you, I remember when it hit its all-time high it was May. It was like 2.7 trillion, which is insane. We're still down from that, but we hit a low of like 1.3, and we've been slowly going back up. I mean, these are big. This is real money, But 100 million more in here, that's going to have an impact somewhere, most likely, unless they park it in USDC. So, but it's typically not the case when you see a big print like that. Like it's laying in wait for something, or it's going to use right away, I guess is the point I'm making.
Yes, they don't just print a bunch for no reason. It's because someone big did something.
Yes, exactly. And so they might want to, wait for it like a dip if their model says that's what they should do. But a lot of times it's like literally straight to a fund or something like that. And so that's why I pulled up CoinGecko here just to see. And we're still, gosh, I'm kind of concerned that we might, this breakout we're going through is a little bit too aggressive.
Yeah, Hawk was saying that earlier. He was concerned that we've just been kept pushing up. I mean, if you look at it on the daily, it's like Ethereum is up 9 candles in a row, and that daily candle finishes tonight, and we were already on a green sell 9, so the candle was green, and it was a sell 9 10 days ago, and instead of doing some correcting, we just kept going on up. This is not what I expected, but these things can happen. And if you break past the TD9, you have extreme volatility. So I know you don't have the TD9 on your chart, but your cursor is at the right level. That's about where the last TD9 was. We did pull back a little bit. Yep, we did pull back a little bit. Then we went straight back to shooting up. And of course, that's why it was way more volatile, because we're the more we push up without correction, the more volatile it is, and even more likely that we can crash back down.
I like to think of that as a rubber band. We will, as much as long holders of ETH and Bitcoin and people who just like crypto and decentralization, we want to see these go up, and I think they will long term. It can't go up in a straight line immediately. So, when you do have these breakouts, that's why I said a rubber band. The quicker it happens, it's gonna snap back. Is kind of how I see it.
Yes.
And there's also unique scenarios. EIP 1559 I've been talking about for, well, we all have, but that just happened. I mean, that happened. Where are we on the chart? That happened right here.
It was yesterday morning.
A
little over 24 hours ago.
Yeah. So and we're above 3K, and looks like we wicked up to, gosh, almost 3,200.
And we were looking at Etherscan, and the very first 12 hours, we already burned $10 million US of Ethereum. And I know Ethereum's big, and that's not a ton, but it's still nibbling at the supply, which increases everyone else's value.
Yeah. Well, yeah, and I think Etherscan, I think they took that feature off for some reason.
They didn't want us to track how EIP 1559 was going? Oh, come on.
I know.
I thought we were going to keep using it. Dang it.
Well, me too. And I came back here last night to see what the update was. There's places you can find it. But I was like, that's a pretty cool feature they added. But they must have gotten some nasty grams from some of the miners, or something.
Well, of course. I mean, I'm not mining Ethereum right now, but I will be soon, adding it in, and
you it's still in you.
it's going to make me less money, but it's also
Yeah.
better for Ethereum. So, you know.
Yeah, but just so everybody knows what we're talking about, and we're just kind of just going on here. By the way, as far as the agenda goes, we have a couple other things we're going to touch on, but we're just chatting, wanting to kind of show you what we do and what we talk about in the forums. But yeah, Etherscan had yeah, that's a good idea.
Yeah, did you see that from Sunfish? That
Yeah,
we could use a bot to just that could track Ethereum burning. He's writing what I was thinking, kind of like when Hawk said we should market this tool when I was thinking it. Gorgeous fish, gorgeous.
Give me a little time. I have to think about how to build that one. But I think it's definitely possible. But Etherscan had this like cool pop up right here the other day when David and I we were doing something on here, and we're like,
so I know we can discuss AIP 5059. We're very sad the video we shot the other day didn't have sound that explained it in depth, but we're getting questions right now from the group.
Are we?
They're asking about what tier is silver, what's basic, what's platinum.
Yeah, so and this being that we're just launching, this could change, because we're going to try to be a very responsive and nimble community to what our members ask for. But in a nutshell, we figured different people want different things, right? And so we're going to have 3 tiers of access to the membership. And so we've got the silver, the gold, the platinum in terms of from lowest price point to highest. And then remind me, what did we call we kind of gone with the caveite theme. What do we name them? The silver, that was cave crawler. Is that right?
Let's not worry about that if we don't have it memorized. So the most basic tier, the cheapest one, gets you access to the bots. If you don't want to talk to anybody, you just want to do your own thing and you want data, you get data. But we think that there's a much higher value, and we think most people go for this, is the community, being able to talk to like-minded traders that we can learn from each other. So that's going to be your middle one. And then platinum, that gets you access to having meetings with a team where you can discuss and learn in a group setting. And you also get access to research. Only the platinums get the research.
Yeah, our research that we're going to be releasing, that'll be just for the platinum. And so I guess I could summarize it a little bit. I think simpler to the basic tier. You get the bots that we're building out, and that's useful in and of itself. To be honest, if you don't want to talk to people or you don't need to, you just get that. And for $20 a month, it's more than useful. It's something I'd want. But the real value, like you said, is the community. And for that, you get the bots, you get everything basically for the 30 a month, which I think is the kind of will be our bread and butter. The conversations, we got our campfire here, which is just our fun channel to post stuff, whatever you're up to. Probably the main 2 ones will be the TA, where I love Hawk's analysis. He's a wise trader. He focuses primarily on exponential moving averages in his trades. But
you would say that even more important that is just understanding price action. Like he told me the other day, I just was watching the price action and I knew it was going to go and it went there. And that takes a lot of experience that he has that I'm still working on seeing as well as him. And I'm always learning from him.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like, here you go. Here's a perfect example. Can you see that? All right.
Yeah,
Shorty,
I think so.
2765. That was his comment that he added to the chart to point out, and educate. It's like, yeah. And by using everybody, you develop your own system. That's the other thing I like to always say is you become an amalgam of yourself. Every trader is different. You're going to have your own strengths, your own weaknesses, whether you're using charts, whether you're trying to learn to programmatically trade, like this, stuff I'm into, and then fundamentals, about projects. But Hawk has found his method, which is very simple, and which there's beauty in simplicity, and he uses these EMAs and it works, and it's great. I mean, like this is a great chart to probably pin somewhere. So that's the TA. And TA is something that a lot of people tend to gravitate towards. So I think this will be a very active channel. The fundamentals, of course, is fundamentals about the market. Like here, I shared something about Umbrel. They just released I was researching it more after we talked about it. It's a massive upgrade to their thing where it's like, I'm not really a Bitcoin maxi, ETH maxi. I'm a freedom maxi, a crypto maxi, I guess. Yeah,
crypto, anything, as long as it's better for people, you're for it.
Yeah, exactly. There you go. So yeah, I like Bitcoin. I believe in it very much. But this is cool because what this is, if you don't know, check into it. Basically, it allows you to run your own Bitcoin full node on the Lightning Network, and now you can actually use it as your own server for your home, and run your own server and operating system, like everything privately.
It almost sounds like, and correct me if I'm wrong, maybe VPNs have a different purpose, but also almost sounds like that if I had this, I'd probably make a little Bitcoin, probably less than electricity. Electricity for Bitcoin is very high, but the server end attracts me because if I had a server that protected my identity and kept my privacy, which is something that everyone's selling everywhere you go without your permission, right? And if I could protect that valuable commodity, that's what I'm looking at, what I'm paying attention to, yes, then that secures back what big conglomerates have decided they can take, and we've kind of gone along and left them.
Oh, I would. That's a nice way of saying it. I would say, yeah, it's been taken from the individual forcefully, and we've had no choice over it.
That's probably more true. I was being diplomatic.
Yeah, I mean, I think freedom or personal privacy is a very basic right that that's why I like the Brave browser and Opera, and
yes,
because they share those values too, and that's why I use them. And but yeah, this is really cool because you can use this, and like I said, I don't think this is going to be big for trading Bitcoin, but for your family's privacy, for your files, all this stuff. I mean, you can have these apps, so it's really cool. Check it out. But that's more of a fundamental thing. Oh, here's a quick side note. Let's check this out. This is what I shared in the fundamental channel too. Let's see if this is working. I know his servers, the guy who posted this website, so many people went to it that it just busted.
Are we still talking about Umbrel, or what is so exciting that broke someone's server to put up a website? What is so good?
Watchtheburn.com.
Talking about Ethereum?
Yes.
Okay.
And I was in there watching it, so it was that cool. Yeah, it's still down. And I saw the I remember, I know his first name is Muhammad. I forget his last name, but I saw him on Twitter tweeting about Okay, sorry everyone. Wasn't expecting traffic of like, and he did a screenshot of like, some ridiculous just amount.
But I mean, if you look at the Ethereum gas fees after the fork, because so many eyes were on Ethereum, it's like, well, this is a bad time to trade, at least on a Uniswap or something, right? If you look at how much that shark just skyrocketed, I'm not surprised that ways to track it and look at and see what's happening would get blown away. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, right, and it just happened, and I mean, I could even not to. It's what's it called? Watch the burn. Like, yeah, people were watch the burn is back. Okay. I think they got a sponsor, actually, Nansen, which is an analytics platform. They also have a community. They have a great service. It's like I think it's like $1,500 a month though, and it's more on the AI side of thing. They sponsored him, actually, I think, to get his server back up and running. I think it's still not enough because as you can see, a lot of people were posting about it. But yeah, this site can't be reached. Blah blah blah. Okay, so anyways, back to.
So if you want to talk about community, Fish said something. He gave us a quote that talks a lot about the strength of groups. All right. In Think and Grow Rich, Napoleon Hill describes the power of a mastermind group. Men take on the nature and the habits and the power of thought of those with whom they associate in a spirit of sympathy and harmony. Putting yourself in the right company for success is critical, and membership in circles of experts like the Crypto Cave is how you do that. Thank you. Some call me Fish. People really do call him Fish. So
that was perfect. Can I type that up and mint that as an NFT?
Well, I mean, Napoleon said it. It was long enough ago that I don't think he's going to argue with you. Except for the part that some call me Fish. You might have to ask his permission if you want to NFT
it. Yeah, maybe I'll mint it and then send it to you, Fish, on Polygon OpenSea, because I think you can do that for like 3 pennies now, which is great. No, that what you just said, like I was trying to think of something to say, but like I literally could not agree more. I thought of it. I think of it more as a I think I've said this word before. What is it? Like a hive mind. When you get a bunch of smart people who all share the same vision and kind of stuff, views and goals together, from especially now in the information age, from around the globe, because we'll have people from Europe, from Australia, from Asia, from South America, all over, and different perspectives, and you've got people sharing things. There's this synergy that, yeah, you get smarter and you get ideas, and then you can go into questions and one-offs, and then it's so true. There's the truth to that without a doubt. So that's part of why I like, personally, I don't know for you, David, but like I really like the community component, even though I'm probably more of like I just like trading because it's like a game to me, and that's why I was
and it's a hard game, and it's easy to get it wrong, so it's challenging, which keeps the lights on upstairs.
Yeah, it's challenging is a good word. Also, probably an understatement. It's it's probably the hardest thing, the hardest career to succeed at long term. I would think of almost anything, because how many traders do you know that do well, blow up, do well, blow up, do well, blow up? That's something I've learned in my own experiences, is you've got to learn to, once you do well, get better at managing risk. Like that should be like your constant life focus, is improving your risk management. I don't know if you'd add anything to that, but
Well, I mean, risk management is so huge, and I think that's what's so effective about what Hawk has been teaching for
yes,
months, really.
I agree.
And you know, I think so much about the trading because that's so much work. But truthfully, what's made me the most wealth is picking good projects and having the guts and sticking with it. And you know, it takes hard, cold guts, or just straight up ignore it and give it time to be an investor. To be a trader, you know, you're in, you're out. If something happened without you, if you're a smart investor, it doesn't turn, or a smart trader, it doesn't turn into FOMO. But with investor, as an investor, you face every up and down, and that takes guts, even if there's a lot of volatility in your favor.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. You just made me think of something else. And is the live, is Hawk, did he get to the live chat? I was going to say,
I saw him a little bit, but he was saying he's having connecting issues. Even though he's many states away, when I have a heavy rain, he seems to have one too.
I know, you know, yeah, our tech, although I was just talking about how the information age was so good, we still got a ways to go, but it's, you know, the fact that we're on here in real time in Discord is also pretty impressive. I was just going to point out a couple more things about the server that is so useful to people. Like I said, I built this for like testing and trading, and then we're like, oh, let's, first off, hopefully you can maybe notice the aesthetic appeal, which we tried to make it as like easy on the eyes as possible. Just a little thing, but you know, having a nice clean interface for you to as a member to kind of know where everything is also makes your experience better. And we want feedback too, you know, so we've got an entire channel dedicated here for suggestions from members. So like if you want to see something, you know, there's instructions here, try to think it through, post it, and don't be upset if we don't implement it, you know, because we got to do what's, you know, we're best for everybody, but we want as much feedback as you can give us to make this better. You know, we've got our roadmap here that we're going to be trying to share and update. Investing is for kind of the more, okay, you're building wealth, you're making successful trades. How do you protect it? Scams. I just posted the link to the rug doc because that's kind of the most reliable one. But anytime I think a community member comes across something, you know, this is another place, back to what Fish said, that quote, we can all look out for each other in here, you know, like, hey, if I come across something that I'm like, oh, this is a scam, I'll, you know, post it in here and let everybody know so they can avoid that trap.
And even though this is on my first bull run, and Hawks too, frankly, inside of crypto at least, at some point when Bitcoin had hit these amazing heights and it was starting to fall, and I could tell that there was just another fall, another fall, another fall ahead of it. I felt that, and I didn't sell because I was so used to, oh, the dip falls and it shoots back up, right? It's a human emotion. And he told me, never, ever forget how that felt, David. No, never forget how that felt again, and take more profits off to reinvest later. And you know, having Hawk around, someone who's, you know, had many more trips around the sun than me, is incredible to have him as a mentor.
Not that many more. He's not 100. Everyone.
No. But he's younger than my father was.
But he has had a few more trips. But yes, he's the wise elder, we could call him. Or maybe not. Maybe he doesn't want to be called the wise elder. He's Hawk the Hammer.
And I think the only mistake I made at the time is like he doesn't like us to repeat him, right? Which I totally respect, because what if you don't have something to add? What does it mean? And someone in our earlier group said it was just Hawk talking about it, warning. No one else was. And I was like, did you see all those emojis? I was like, totally putting total support. You can hover over and see that Trading Nickels supports this. This is huge. Eyes on. This is the thing. and if 100 emojis doesn't say it as well, I don't know. Mania gets the best of us. Mania gets the best of us.
Um, okay. Yes. Okay. And then, sorry here, I'm just going to try to bring us back in on topic.
I'm sorry if I'm kind of.
No, that's good. That's good. But the other thing, there's just two other things I wanted to share quick. First of all, we're trying to also make the bots interactive. So if you want to know the price of ETH, there it is.
Oh yeah, and I even got an update that you did that, since I have that channel live. I love technical analysis channel.
Oh, cool. Okay. Yeah, so if we're talking about something and it's like, oh well, what is the price of Curve right now? I don't know. Is it doing well? Yeah, $1.84. That's actually pretty good.
And that plus 2%, is that during this trading day or the last 24 hours, or do we need to research that?
I don't know. I think it's from CoinGecko's API right now. Usually we have it with the AlphaBot, but AlphaBot was having, I think, some issues. But it's CoinGecko sets their intervals, whatever they are. So I think it's over 24 hours.
I think so. I'm looking at a random chart, looking over the last 24 hours, and it was definitely the last 24 hours and not to the beginning of the new crypto day, which is 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, or UTC 0.
Okay. Okay. Gotcha. The other cool thing you can do. Oh, and then so sometimes it makes sense to type these in the general channels, but you can DM these bots, which is really cool. And it's what I do all the time to not annoy other people with what I'm curious about. But if you want to share something, so I just did another command, and you can learn the syntax really easily as to what the bots. But so I just said chart Bitcoin 1 hour from Coinbase. It's pretty useful, right, to have in a server.
Yeah, it's faster than when you're streaming with your friend and you ask for a chart, right?
Yeah, seriously. Yeah. And then let's see, price. And there it is. So yeah, just handy features. Oh, and then my favorite.
When Moon soon. I was so rolling when you did that. I was like, wait, you just typed When Moon and it talked back.
Yeah, and it says soon. So, I mean, take it for what it's worth.
Now, even a broken clock is worth right about twice a day. So, do not ask this question and expect it to be a prophecy for price.
Yeah, because I have a feeling it might say soon every time. Just as
I have a feeling.
As a preemptive warning. So then the last thing I want to cover is so we've got resources and tools. So we've got basically kind of like four main categories. Discord, you've got categories and channels. Start here. This is kind of more simple. Just like our server rules, the welcome. This is actually a good video to watch about Plato and the allegory of the cave. And then we're going to fill this up with guides and FAQs. The main channels, the text channels, the alerts, and then the last one, the affiliate program. I wanted to just show. So this is completely automated, which is fantastic and actually kind of incredible. So every single member can become an affiliate. We've got it set to be 25% of revenue that you generate just paid out to you automatically. And to do so, all you have to do is go in here, type the $refer, and you get your referral link. And so you tweet that out so we've also got myself tweets coming in here. So we're going to enable a feature that you'll be able to retweet out from inside the Discord server, actually, which is really cool, to kind of get that, again, that hive mind going, like find like-minded people, get them in here. But
and just a quick thought now. So if you see something on the chart you like and you share that on Twitter and other people share it, it actually supports your position a little bit. Okay. So like if you see something you like and you want it to be true, adding to it makes it more likely to be true. It's sort of like the human group think, you know, the sentiment is on Twitter, you know, so.
Yeah. Yeah, more people that believe it. Yeah, you know, I know what you're saying. But like you could just add this referral link to your Twitter handle, and anybody who signs up, whether you're like, you know, just retweeting stuff from us or you're sending out your own stuff, it's all automated. It's great. Again, that's the beauty of these bots. The way you and again, you can DM these bots too, but like the way you change your role. So you come in, you see I just typed upgrade. So you sign up. This is the only page that non-members can see. Kind of talks about our general stuff. But you go to so PayPal right here, this link, this is where you can join without even having to enter your credit card details, which is fantastic for a 2-week free trial. Stripe also is 2-week free trial. They still make you enter your credit card details if you care about that or not. I mean, it's a 2-week free trial regardless, so you can cancel at any time because you're in complete control of your ability to do so, which is nice. So I just wanted to show that. That's how you sign up, and then you just click to the link here. But like, you know, if you want to change your role, again, it's just with the membership bot, it's a $ prefix, and then it's upgrade, or I think.
And anybody can click on that and they can adjust their tier however they want, right?
Yeah. Yep. You can upgrade your role. You can become a sponsor. That must be for their business. Yeah. And again, you can do it in DMs and whatever. But then it's also the upgrade is what also manages, again, the affiliate. What did I see? There was an affiliate.
Yes. What is affiliate?
Want
me to type it in?
Oh, that's for if you're a server affiliate, like having other servers sign up to their bot. So
that's more for them. Okay.
Yeah, that would be for the business. If
we wanted to market the bots that we use. Yeah.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, we're doing that, I think.
Yeah, I don't think that's part of the plan right now. But and then trusted links. This is to kind of not ramble on too long here. I'm just trying to make sure I don't forget anything that we wanted to cover. It's so important in crypto, in the information age, that you do not ever click on an incorrect link. One time is all it takes for you to lose all your money. And I'm dead serious.
We've had friends. Yes.
Yes. So if this said Meta Mask and there was a Z in there and you clicked it and you downloaded it and it was a phishing scam, like, it's gone. You're not getting it back. I think I've heard of a couple times where people have you're not getting it back. Actually, just think of it that way. If you make a mistake. So what we've done in here is put together, and we'll keep adding to this, but trusted links that you can click on, that we've vetted, and I guess full disclaimer too. We're human. We're if MetaMask got hacked and we, our link was no longer valid, take it for what it's worth. But like I'm saying, we've gone through, and these are all the the vetted links that we know are legitimate, and so you can feel confident using them. And I just thought that as more of a like whether you're a beginner or intermediate on your crypto journey, this would be very useful.
Yeah, and every time I go somewhere new, I always go to people I trust and say, hey, have you used this before?
Yeah.
I never am the guinea pig when it comes to crypto, because there's people that want your money.
Well, you're smart. And then this is a way to kind of just like shortcut that, because you got it in your server that you trust.
Exactly.
I just noticed we had on the hour Voyager down 3%, Conflux up 10% over the last hour.
Yeah, we also have a volatility bot every hour. If you're looking for looking for some volatility to trade right now, that's part of one of the ways this can be used too.
Yeah, and actually, I found I was researching. I was researching a new price volatility bot too. I found one that's kind of similar to that one we have that updates more frequently. That might even be more useful, that we can just add in there in addition, that's showing like, hey, you don't have to wait for an hour. It's like right now, is there some crazy volatility going on with something? So again, this will be evolving and expanding, and we want suggestions, because and then winning trades, share your winners. Don't be shy about it. I was just talking about how I was in a yield farm getting 1,000% APR annually. These don't last typically very long, and the price.
You got to watch it like a trade, even though it's about APR. Yep.
Exactly. The price actually did go down quite a bit recently, so before I pulled out of it. So I was thankful for that. But nonetheless, I had a nice day of like just not doing anything and just cash flowing.
That's what is that? That's about 3% a day for liquidity you're providing. Yeah. It's 1,000 a year. About.
Yeah, something like that. I mean, it's like, that's why I'm like, it's almost better than, well, actually it is the best way of trading. Voyager, what is it, 345? Is that what our bot said?
Well, it's my, I'm looking at crypto stats. It's down almost 3% this hour.
Yeah, I was just
That's
curious.
A big move.
Yeah, down 3%. No, but the price, right now is $3.45. Over last day, it's down at almost or 9%. So we've been going here for about an hour. Any other questions that?
Well, let's see. So we covered that, sort of a summary wrap up. We covered that the basic is about the bots. You don't want to talk to anyone, but you want the tools and the data. Most people want to talk to people.
Most
social
people
creatures.
Like
so, yes. It's kind of our target for the medium tier. And then we have platinum, where you get to get with us on a regular basis. Once a month or twice a month, forgive me, we're still locking down that detail. And yes, thank you, Some Call Me Fish. This is not financial advice. This is for educational purposes only. We really have to say that.
Yep, it's important.
But that platinum top tier, that gets you everything. It gets you more access to the team. It gets you premium research about crypto. I mean, we're still going to share stuff in our investing channel, but we have a premium tier that gets the best research, the best projects, as far as we can tell by research. So
we're trying to keep it simple, like, and by delineating them from like, if you just want the alerts, $20 a month, like, okay, that's worth it. The full buffet of everything pretty much is the $30 one. That's probably what most people want and need. And if you want to do 50 and get access to the kind of the top tier stuff, do that. The other nice thing is you can downgrade your role, so you can upgrade or downgrade anytime. I just thought of a potential problem. Probably don't do it like constantly, because you might create some issues for us. but yeah, like if you're like, oh, I'm on the basic and I want to upgrade, you can do that. Or if you want to cancel, or you know, whatever. It's very easy, and that's what we like. We like easy.
But you're in control of your membership. That's the thing there. Yeah.
Yeah, you're in control, and that's by design, intentionally. You know, we feel like today's day and age, that's just what the consumer deserves. That's what they want. You know, I can't stand it when I have to put in my credit card and then like call somewhere to cancel, and you know, it's like, or I'll forget about it and then I'm charged 10 times, and it's like, can you take these off?
You got a customer service program that auto hangs up when you try to call them. All kinds of. We've seen everything when it comes to customer service in life, haven't we?
Oh my gosh, yes, I'm actually going through one of those right now. I get the customer service that doesn't. It literally like kills the phone call, or it doesn't answer, and I'm like, I cannot cancel this service that I have. So I don't know. I'll have to like get a different card or something. But you don't have that problem here. So so that's the server in a nutshell. That's that kind of the whole vision for the Crypto Cave. Again, and then to tie it back to the philosophy and the meaning of it all, you know, we want this to be your community, and the place where you can collaborate with others and learn, and you know, metaphorically, again, see the light in terms of trading as profitably as you can. I think that our ideal community member is somebody who's interested in profit, but also more than that, you know, about the community, and is interested probably in you know, Web3 technology and the, you know, blockchain and all the other tech that we're talking about, because as you can kind of tell probably from Mr. Trading Nichols and myself and Hawk, if you were on here, we're really into that stuff too, as well as trading. So it's kind of all the above. So if you are of that mindset, I would say, you know, hop in the server, join us, and you'll probably end up.
I know, right?
Yeah. Well, and again, if you don't like it, just cancel.
Easy.
Yeah, easy peasy. So on that note, was there anything else chart wise that we were going to talk about?
We've already been here for an hour, so I think that make sure that they stay tuned and come back and get more tips from us later to, you know, do the best they can with the markets.
Yes. Thank you for that. That actually reminds me of that. So last thing to close on then, yeah, we're live now. Thank you for watching. For anybody who did join us here, appreciate the questions, the comments. This, like I said, was just kind of a rundown of everything, but we will be releasing live streams and then also structured content. We got a lot of stuff. We got big plans, so it's exciting. So yeah, that's all I have. Thank you. Crypto Cave is live. Awesome.
Trade safe.
All right, trade safe. We will see you in the channels. All right. Take care.
Peace.